First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
On third down, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again with Dobbins. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
We're at the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at the 45. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
57, Mike 57.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
57 Mike. Mike 57. You're not ready.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
51 to Mike. Tighten up.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard. And fourth down.
And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. I'm out on his own sideline and in his locker room. Because I think the team's going to look at him, coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Second and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They go play action. Bridgewater got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Quez Watkins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Panthers 24, Ravens nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
3rd and 8.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson looking for Campbell down. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Campbell making the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 67 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to...
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Capitalize on this one.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson back into his end zone. Looking for Campbell downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Jackson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Catch made here by Campbell.
Complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Malik Harrison in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 1st down, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Butler complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Staying on his feet. He gets away from one. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Switch gears.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
57.
To throw is Bridgewater. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tanner Muse able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. From the gun, Jackson. And he's he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys.
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Curtis Samuel, the ball carrier.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Final score, Panthers 45, Ravens 14.
Flag on the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play.